All right, Ezra. So the S2 schedule was released today after a little bit of a wait. How, what are your initial reactions to that?
Well, it's interesting, but I think it's a good way for us to start. I mean, being a new team, our inaugural season, coming in playing against the defending champions, I think that's a test right off the bat, and it gives us an idea where we stand as a team and how we match up against the team that won it all last year. So we're looking forward to it, and I think it'll be a good opening match for our guys.
And 3 matches at home to start the year. What's that going to be like for you? Kind of get your feet underneath you with in front of the home support.
Well, yeah, we start off, like I said, with the defending champions, and then right after that, we have Vancouver. And then right after the next week after that, we have Portland. So those first 3 games, the good thing for us, they're at home, and our fans bring an extra energy to games. I think Starfire is going to be on fire, and we're looking forward to it. I think it's a great way to start the season. It's a great way to get our fans, into S2 and really show our fans what we're all about. We have a good group of guys coming in. The team is by no means set as yet. We still have training camp coming up at the end of February, but we're looking forward to this season, and it's a great way for us to start the season against 3 quality opponents. Sacramento being the defending champions, and with the Cascadia rivalry, Vancouver and Portland, those are always going to be tough matches. So it's a great way to start.
How do you think the Cascadia rivalries are going to translate to USL Pro?
Well, I think it's like I said, it's we don't like them, they don't like us. Whether it's first team or it's USL Pro, I think it's going to be the same way. The fans for sure are going to love it. It's going to be a smaller venue, so the fans, you're going to be able to hear the back and forth with our fans and their fans, and I think players are going to feed off that. Good thing for us that both the first 2 games are at home, so I think it's a good way for us to really get some points from those 2 teams, and the rivalry is going to be just as it's been for 40 years now, and we're looking forward to it.
Does it, now that the schedule has finally been released, does it all feel kind of real to you now that there's a set path ahead of you?
Well, yes, and now you're just anxious. You're ready to get it started. Like I said, we're in a Western Conference. It's probably the tougher conference of the 2, but if you want to win, what a better way to start than against the defending champions? And one of the things we're going to tell our guys is, hey, this is where we figure out where we're at. These guys won this league last year, and we get to play them first. We're at home. Let's go out and show them what we're made of. Let them know that, there's a new sheriff in town. So it's going to be interesting. I know Preki really well. I've played for him. I've played against him, and so I know he's going to have his guys, amped up for this game. They're going to come in with the attitude of, they're the champs, but we have something in store for them when they come up here. So it's a great way to start the season.
Now, spending time down here in California with all these players, a lot of them potential S2 players, what have you kind of gained from this experience so far?
Well, I get to see all the players because there are going to be some players who are not going to make the first team who are here right now, and that we at S2 might want to take a look at. It's certainly not a guarantee. If you don't get picked up by the first team, then automatically you're on S2. You're still going to have to make that squad also, but for the most part, you're going to have upper hand because you would have now been with the team, with the first team for a couple of weeks and know how we do things.